Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm here to you today with some of my Christmas haul. This I will just call a smiley face scrubby because it technically came in my stocking and didn't have a label on it, and I can't really just ask Santa. He hasn't replied yet. I think he's taking a break from answering letters. But I also got these super cute Swedish dishcloths, and they're completely different products, and yet they're not. They're both alternatives to sponges in the kitchen. So both of them say they have multiple textures. So this one says if I run it through cold water, assuming it is what I think it is, I've searched the web for smiley face scrubby. This is the only one I come up with. It's usually yellow, but sometimes you can get a multicolor pack. So it says that if you run it through cold water, it's stiff, right? Like this. And then if you run it through hot water, it gets more flexible. Now it's supposed to be able to scrub things without scratching them. You're supposed to be able to put silverware through the mouth and clean both sides at the same time. You're supposed to be able to, this is so wrong, put your fingers in it to help you scrub, especially in glasses. That's so zany. And to clean it, you're supposed to run it under warm water and do this with your hand. Or this is supposed to clean it. And they say if you're really desperate, you can add a couple drops of dish detergent. And some people are saying you can run it through the top rack of the dishwasher. Other people are saying, oh, like, please don't do that. I think the official word is that you can. Again, if you get the actual product that looks like this, you can check their website. Again, I'm doing everything from their website, but not mentioning their name because I can't be 100% sure that that is what I have. I'm just using it to discuss it. And it's made of some kind of, some sites say vinyl and some say it's some kind of multi-polymer chain fancy thing. And while they say the waste product, like the leftovers from when they make these, get recycled to make more of these, well, I don't know that they use the word recycle because it says it's not recyclable. What does that mean? What is it? And when it degrades, well, where does it go? Because I'm not even sure what the substance is. And if you look at a lot of the reviews and people using it, they say that like pieces break off. Well, what is it if it's not a sponge? At least if you're using a natural sponge, it may gunk up your pipes, but it's not going to harm the environment. This, I don't know what it is. And if it is the national brand thing that I think it is, it says that it has biodegradable tests in process because it takes about 10 years to get all that testing back, and it hasn't been around for 10 years. That is fair, but I still don't know what it is and if it's hazardous or not in the environment. So if I was looking to buy something, this would not be my first choice because there's too many unknowns. As you know, I'm trying to reduce my footprint right now. So what are Swedish dishcloths? When you look on the web, it's everywhere, and like I've never heard of them before. It's kind of exciting. They use some wood pulp cellulose as well as some cotton to make these, and you can see they come stiff again, and they get softer when you put them in water. One side, can you see, has a texture, and that's your scrubber side, whereas this is more of your wipe down size. Now, these are supposed to replace paper towels and dishcloths. This is only supposed to replace sponges. This can do all that and more. And these can be put through the washing machine or the dishwasher. Now, it says don't run them through the dryer. They'll probably completely degrade. I don't know. It says don't run them through the dryer. But you can put these in the dishwasher or the washing machine. Both of these products say that they dry super quickly, and that's one of the reasons that they don't harbor bacteria or start smelling funky. This one outright says they should last about 6 months, and that could be the company I get them from because it's more of a concept than only being one company. So I got these from Mighty Nest, and they say that they'll last about 6 months. 6 months, and they're super cute. And if you look online, you can totally get seasonal designs. What I also like about these, see, this one's a decorative little Tom 10, and this one is radishes. Easy to know which goes in the kitchen and which is for more general cleaning. I love that. And if you look online, you can totally get them for any holiday or whatever, and they last 6 months. So that's probably appropriate if you have a favorite season. You can get like fall and spring or winter and summer. So you can mix and match them, or just get more general ones like these radishes, right? Maybe you can even find ones to go with your decor. There were ones with French bulldogs next to the Eiffel Tower. Like, it's so silly what you can get. I really love the idea. So I'm going to go in and we're going to do a couple of tests with these and see how they work out. Hi friends, so it's Deanna Williston. I'm back with my Swedish Dishcloth versus Smiley Face Scrubby test. And as you can see from the photos, they both worked pretty well. When it came to scrubbing the stainless steel sink, I will admit the Smiley Face guy did better, but I had to use an incredible amount of force to do that when he was in his cold phase. I tried both cold and warming. See, he's had some warm now because I can squish him. I will say though, adding the force didn't make this work. Using a lot of force made this work. I am not a person with a lot of hand strength or arm strength. I have some conditions and it's just not happening. And so this only worked well when I used a lot of force, and not happening because I'll end up not being able to use my arms for a couple days. Ha! But my sink will look great. Yeah, not worth it. This little guy, when he had troubles with it, I added, and you can see in the last photo, I added baking soda. So when I first cleaned in the sink, I just used hot water and used a lot of pressure on both of them. Like I said, a lot of pressure didn't really do anything with this one. I mean, it did. It still cleaned good, but not like this did. And so then I took it to the bathtub, which I like it really, really bad, before I scrubbed it for that test for you. And this worked well if I pressed incredibly hard, and I honestly am not getting down on my hands and knees in the bathtub, up, practically upside down, putting all my weight. That's not even safe. But that was the only way I got this guy to work in there in cold mode, which I did. This Swedish dishcloth struggled with that big stain in the bathtub, but then I used my normal baking soda with a little bit of dish soap, and they cleaned equally well then. And so, all things considered, if you're trying to avoid soap altogether, this is probably, and you have the strength, this is probably going to be your better guy. If you don't have a lot of upper body strength and you're okay with using a little baking soda, this is probably going to be your guy. I mean, you can see they both rinsed equally clean, although this, all I had to do was run some hot water on it, squeeze, and it was clean. This guy, squeezing it, honestly, takes a lot out of me. Even to rub across the top or to squeeze, what I had to do to get the baking soda off of him, I am not doing that every day. Comes off, absolutely comes off. It just takes more strength than I'm willing to spend on cleaning a sponge, when this takes like 2 seconds and no effort. Like, it, to me, it's a no-brainer because this is just going to be easier for me in the long run. I don't have the upper body strength. If I had the upper body strength, I probably wouldn't need a scrubby to start with. Goodness. So maybe this is good for some jobs or for some people. It's not for me, and I don't like the risk because we don't know exactly what it is or how it's going to degrade. If you look at some people who do longer term studies, some of them, this starts breaking apart within like a week, and I can see why, when the force that you have to use to properly use it, that I had to use anyway, was immense, and it's just like a bubble structure, so it's probably is going to start flaking off in little bubbles. You can see some are already kind of missing here on the end. Maybe you can't see on the camera, but he definitely looked a little worse for wear in person. He got a little ragged from that heavy use. Like I say, it really is like a bubbly or lace structure. I don't know. Can you see that? How it's like a lacy structure? So you can see how little bits could easily break off. And since we don't, it's not a natural sponge, we don't know what it is. Some people have also made concerns that the little bits could be sticking in your pipes. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Whereas this is a completely natural product. It's wood, cellulose, and cotton. So even if it did, it would degrade. This wouldn't degrade. I don't think. They're still doing tests. Anyway, for the money, because they seem to be roughly comparable, it seems that these are about $4 a piece. And honestly, these run anywhere from $2 to $7. I think the artwork makes the difference, or the size of it. I'm going to stick with this. I think this is amazing. Oh, plus this has the added benefit of being like a paper towel, and it's soft to the touch. This, I have a cut on my hand, and when I went to do the squeezy to wash it, I don't want to describe the pain. I do recommend that if you have dry skin or cuts in your hands, squeezing the, no, don't do it. Anyway, friends, that is my Water Wednesday review. Save some water. Use this guy. It'll last 6 months. It's not like some of those other ones that last forever or get funky, last forever but funky, or that biodegrade right away, like a paper towel. I like this guy. It's like a long, somewhere between a washcloth and a paper towel, but he's got that great texture. I don't know. I love this thing, and he's super cute. God bless, friends. Bye.